Hey guys, thanks for welcome to another video. This video we're going to talk about conditional statements. So let's create a new file. We'll say conditional dot. I spelled that right? You know what? Let's just call it if statements. HTML. That's basically what it is. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to make life easy and copy this right here. Paste it. Perfect. All right. So we need if condition. So let's just do manual stuff right now. So if we wanted to have if statement, we're going to have if condition. I'll put this in this format for now. If a condition happens, then code to be executed. So if the condition's met, then it'll be executed. Else we would have another solution. So think if you're developing a game and you have a game, if they get so many points, let's say they get 10 points, 10 coins, guess what? They go to the next round. If they don't get 10 coins, then boom, 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 they don't get to the next round. It's pretty simple. So let's actually write some code and make something up. So let's do some variables. Say stages. So stage 1 equals, and we'll give it how many points do they need in stage 1? They need 100 coins. Okay, and then we can do var score equals, I will say the score equals 55. So they become below that minimum. So we can say, hey, if score. What you need to do is you have to put if in front, and then you can't put if like that. You have to have it like that or it won't work. So you have to have like that. You can't use uppercase. So if you say if, and we'll say score, and in this case we're saying, hey, if the score is greater than or equal to 100, so if it equals 100 or greater than, then let's do something. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll put a curly brace here. It says it starts our condition. So we're going to start off here and say, hey, if the score is greater than or equal to 100, boom, let's do something. So in this case, we'll alert it and say, congratulations, congrats, you made it to round 2. Simple. All right, so let's just keep it at this for now, and I'll show you what we're trying to accomplish here. So let's save it. Let's go back. And we are on the if statements. And all right, can anyone guess why it didn't work? Well, if you guess this, is because the value doesn't equal 100. So what happens is this condition's not met, but we didn't add another condition to show what would happen. So let's change this value to say 100. Save it. Run it. Now it says right here, the page says congrats, you made it to round 2 because it met that requirement. So let's go back to 55 and let's do if it doesn't meet it, let's give it some type of alternative. So let's say else, and then we'll do let's say alert, and let's say sorry, you only had, and we'll do plus, we'll use what we learned in concatenating strings. We'll say you only had score, grab the variable, plus we'll put points. We'll put a space in there. All right, so let's save that, run it. Sorry, you only have 55 points. So we gave it the altered decision right there. That right there is an if statement. We have if and else. Now we could get a little bit more detail with it. We could give it if you wanted to say, let's say that they didn't have that many coins, but let's say that we have another threshold. So our threshold is stage 1, 100. But let's say that we have a bonus, like a second shot. So let's say second shot. So maybe we give them an extra turn to get more points. And we'll say that, hey, you know what? If they have 50 points, then maybe we'll give them 3 extra bonus rounds or something like that. Okay? So now we can say, hey, you know what, alerts, you made the round 2. Now what we could do here is we could change this up and say else if. We can say else if, and then put in parentheses here and say if the score is greater or equal to, now we're going to put another variable in here where we use second shot. We're going to say if this score right here is greater than this, which we know it is, or equal to it, then we're going to do something else for these guys. So then we'll come down here and we'll say alert, you earned 3 extra lives. Something stupid. And then we have to come down here and change this around a little bit because we have extra lives here. We need to do this and then do else. I got this a little mixed up here, I think. All right, so let's change this around. I got this a little screwy here, so let me see what I got going on here. So I have this one here, I have that one, I have else if, which is fine. We have our comment. Let's indent this in. Makes it easier to learn. So we have this here. We're missing this. And then this. All right. Yep, that looks better. Try to keep everything aligned somewhat. All right, so let's save it and see if that works. All right, so I effed it up somewhere. All right, let's see what it did here. If the score is greater or equal to 100, which is fine, we exit, we alert, that's fine. And then we say else if score is greater or equal to second shot, we give it a message. Perfect, that looks good. And then we say else this right here, and that's it. That should work. All right, so why didn't it work? All right, so else if the score is greater or equal to second shot, it is. So we should get that. All right, so this right here is a problem. You know why? Because we have else. Because we have to end it. We're looking like we're going to do another else if, so we have to get rid of that. So this should work hypothetically. And guess what it didn't? Let's take this out for a second. Oh, I think because I have an extra one in there. Let's hit this works. And all right, so you've earned 3 extra lives. So I had an extra one in there, I think, because I had this start here and then I had a inside there. So I needed to have the else here and then say alert, sorry, try again, something like that. Just because I try to add so many at the same time. So let's refresh it. Yeah, so you earned 3 extra lives. Now let's say that we change the score to 44, save it. They should end up down here. So what will happen is it'll say, hey, does this work right here? Yeah. No. Does it work here? Maybe. But does it work here? Oh, okay, sure. Let's see. So let's go ahead and save it. Sorry, try again. So that shows that it went down to the third option, which the third option is the last option involved. Let's see here. One thing is, if you wanted to debug this, so you could come out here and hit F12 on your keyboard, and you could go into your code right here, and you can stop it. So let's say that we put a check mark right here. We want to run our code so we can refresh the page. It stops here, right here, and says, hey, is the score greater or equal to that? You could put check breakpoints right here, and you could come up here and hit play, resume script. So now it shows that, hey, guess what? The score, which if I highlight over it, shows that the score is 44, and we know that that's not greater than or equal to 100. Now the breakpoint is over here, and it's checking and saying, hey, is score 44 greater or equal to second shot? And we know that that's not the case. And then we could come down here and then hit run again, and you can see right here it says it falls on the last alert because it didn't meet these requirements. So this is a way that you can actually do real-time JavaScript. In the past you could, well, there was ways that you can, but this is really nice. And then we'll just hit run and it'll play it out, and there you go. That's it. So that's it on condition statements. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys back soon. Bye.